my guap. Waiting to pop. Hey, rubbing the spot. Learn to watch.
Hi guys, it's Rudy. Recently I decided to make a ZvZ Red guide. So here it is. If you are first time on my channel, you can check out my ZvZ Red videos in the description. I hope that it will be useful for you, and if you have some questions, leave a comment. Let's start with the build. We have some variations of it. So Cleric Cowl is to survive ZvZ engage. If you're in the middle of fight and blob engages into you, you can just use it and avoid all the damage. Helen Jacket for healing and survivability, nothing special. And any leather shoes on second spell. So then offhand is a shield, and of course Bloodletter. I use giant potions because it gives us survivability when we have a cooldown on our cowl, and I use this food for more damage. This mount because it's very cheap and it gives us very good carrying weight. And I take at least tier 7 back because we are going to loot some stuff. Martlet Cape because it is also our tanky and survivability. Here we can see some variation of this build. So for offhand we can take Taproot. It is a good option, but it is more expensive, so I don't use it. Stalker Hood gives us more damage, but it is too risky. Mistwalker Jacket. Very strong thing because it gives us opportunity to avoid some damage and also some escapes, so I suggest to use it. This cape is very strange at first glance, but it gives us very good IP bonus. So if we have a prio on location, we can just swap this and we will have more IP, so it is more chances to go into the location. And food is sandwiches, because we have more health and we are more tanky. We use these sandwiches if we are solo, and we use these sandwiches if we have a healer. And there is a build for a healer. So it is very similar, we should just swap stuff, and also we should swap a food. We can use this food also, but it is more expensive. How can I find ZvZ fights? It is the most common question under my videos. We should open a black zone map and find some swords like this. So it does mean that there is going to be a ZvZ fight. So we can click on it, and here is a timer which shows us when ZvZ is going to be started. ZvZ happens every 3 hours, so we can just choose some convenient time for us and loot it. And I suggest to come on place in 20 minutes earlier, because fights often happen earlier than timer. And for example, there we have 2 hours and 20 minutes, but we should come here in 20 minutes, so we'll find the fight. When you come on place, your first aim is to find the blob. Remember, ZvZ blob will lead you to fight for sure, so you can just chase it until it finds a fight. For example, here is my record. I zoned into location and there was a ZvZ blob, and I just chased it. After several minutes, this blob will fight with another one.
She told me it's not your fault, but you don't realize that I never wonder what's the truth in your eyes. There's a light that makes me blush. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to pull me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to pull me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back. I can feel it somewhere inside, haunting like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me. Like
Now let's talk about gameplay. If you are newbie, it will be difficult to do ZvZ rating, because you must understand how ZvZ works. Everything is simple. You should try to stay near engage of ZvZ blob and try to kill some low HP players. You should pop your boots, W, and try to execute someone. Here is an example. Here is a moment from my video. Now we can see that there is an engage. So I pop my sprint, pop my W, and looking for low HP players. So we can see there is a low HP players because there is an engage and damage still dealing. And now I just execute one and get his loot. And here we can see another example. So we have an engage in right corner. Then I just see a low HP and he runs away from his healers. Big mistake. I just chase him and execute. Also there are situations when ZvZ blob get destroyed and some low HP people run away, and you can try to red them too. So here we can see that Rakyu were destroyed by badgers, and I just read one of them, loot, and run away. And don't forget to loot bodies, it's very important thing in ZvZ rating. As we know, there is a cooldown on looting bodies, but ZvZ players don't loot them always. The most juicy for reds are big clumps. ZvZ players keep fighting and don't stop to loot all the stuff. So after cooldown we can try to get rest of it. Here you can see an example. So I found a big clump and came here after cooldown to loot it. And one more example. I suggest to have a healer with you, because you can play more naughty and greedy. Also, you can use a druid as a solo player, but in that case you lose opportunity to kill. In the ZvZ rating, Bloodletter guy is leader, because he needs to look for some low HP players and execute them. So healer must follow him all the time and save with E-spell when Bloodletter jumps into engage to execute someone. Also, if you play as a healer, don't forget to heal yourself too. And here is an example. We can see engage here. I dropped my E-spell, but it was too late, I think. And he just execute. So it was my guide for ZvZ rating. I hope that it was useful for you, and if you have some questions or something to add, leave a comment. Thank you for watching.